I started as a new engineer, but he ended lying. Fact, manager. Coach, functional for accountant. My job, I left went to a institution in physical every section of the mind. In fact, I asked the manager that I want to visit every section. She asked me to draft a plan, which I will said I can start. I just I want to plan from the from a from to send to in fact when the lines first perspective home will be fragmental things and by the grace of God I picked the thought and that selected me having people first and safety so my place for 3 years I was there always every year I was I was always chosen to represent the company at the youth level. I did safety and all those things. I didn't limit myself. I had to do it very well. In fact, I know something small about the good book I believe, which is the Bible. I know some few scriptures, but the book I ever read several times in my life is the mining laws. They call it LI 2182 and then LI 2177. I read those books until every revelation was now in my tongue because for you to be able to answer the the previous questions, you need every 10 seconds to produce an answer. So don't limit yourself that I am a mineral engineer, I'm a miner. Just open your mind because you were not born to be a medical doctor. You become a medical doctor. Okay. Now, today, I, by the privilege of God, the seal that I left you much with, that prof was pointing this morning, I don't pick anything. In other words, I'm bringing to my table today. It is the person who left as a geology engineer is now practicing resource estimation, geostatistics, mine planning, scheduling, optimization. Because of this, God has lifted me. I've been to some countries even outside what was Africa on the note of what I did not learn or practice. So don't limit yourself. Okay, so let's get back to this. This is a model that, for example, you can see this is a model built by somebody. Let's take it that way. Then you then you have to know what is inside this model. So if you are a mine engineer or a mine planner, you first because of no time, I cannot go back to database and so let me just go through a few minutes, then our one of our managers here will take over. So looking at this model, for example, you will have to check what is inside the model. So first, the mind planner takes it, looks inside. Okay, all I need is the rock, the density, and the code. That's all. So it's we some validations on it. So first, maybe I decide to check uh, So maybe I decide to check the kind of rock type inside. So I check, okay, this. So the mine engineer needs to know something small about the resource model, not to put yourself inside it. So okay, the top, maybe this is oxide, that's overburden. Then we have some rock that is undergoing transition. Then we have the, the fresh. So once you understand this, you validate, and then you can move ahead to check for maybe the grade. Is there anything there? So you check for the grade. So in order to do that, I decide to check for maybe this is the grade. So this is the mineralized zone, or we say the all and remote. So I try to check the growth ranges using whether the resource cutoff can be only at Z or Z.1 or whatever, but you need to validate. So once I run this, I am able to see where the high growth areas are. And then as a mine engineer, you apply all the modifying factors to this, and then you can now talk of getting for example, you finish with something like this. So this is the pit that you have gotten. So what it means is that all that you see below the pit cannot be mined currently. It is not economic to mine. You can only mine in train capacities. So this is something that we want to read that. It's what it's going to do. So this is an example just to show I think reduced material. This is can be mine. Mine engineer takes this design the mine and schedule. Once that is done, production guys and continue from import. We have another case where a lot of models, some of them because of time. So consider for example another picture. Okay, okay. So if for example you have this as your block model and then you delineate it as your ore. So what we were talking about, this is material about the product that you have applied. So this becomes your main. So work is good optimization, prediction, and inside the place. So when that is done, you can do something like this. Then you can run and do something like this. So this is my example. Can see just it. It's really very of that. That's the material is what you can all you need to do is only having the surface something like to the texture that to sure. Because of time, I end I
It again from Mr. Simmons, Bill. And thank you for the presentation and the demonstration too. I think we, the first years, this is an exposure for us. So we can look at the stuff that you presented on and the software you presented on so that we can start learning them and start building our career from there. It was supposed to be a presentation, but then we all happen to be tired. So we have a brief talk with